are a woman over 40 who always feels exhausted, you're moody, you lose control whenever there's food around, this is for you. I mean, we blame everything, especially as we get perimenopausal and then menopausal. We blame a lot of our fluctuations on hormones. Sometimes it's your blood sugar. So if you have fatigue after meals, if you just get these crazy mood swings out of nowhere, maybe you get cravings before your period if you're still having your period, and then you have that crash in the middle of the afternoon that makes you just need something sweet or something carby, something just whatever. These could all be signs of blood sugar dysfunction. It could be that you're not feeding your body properly, or you're not feeding your body what it needs to maintain a level blood sugar. And that can be a big problem, because doing this over and over again leads to metabolic syndrome and ultimately prediabetes and then diabetes. But when your blood sugar rises and crashes over and over again, your body fights to keep up. Maybe you wake up tired and wired, or maybe you feel edgy and anxious and hangry for maybe not necessarily any reason. And maybe you also have belly fat that no matter what you do doesn't go away. And you may not necessarily get the right explanations from your medical professionals or whoever you're dealing with, because oftentimes, you go to the doctor, you're gaining weight, you don't know why. Doctor tells you eat less and exercise more, or put you on, maybe put you in touch with a dietitian that's put you on a particularly canned program that may or may not help you, because oftentimes it isn't necessarily the amount you're eating, but it could be what you're eating. So the standard American diet is really contributing to all of these problems very often. Your lab results don't necessarily tell the whole story. Your A1C may be more normal, but what it doesn't do is it does not catch the fluctuations in between meals or right after your meals. And most doctors will not check for fasting insulin and glucose tolerance. Sometimes you'll have a glucose tolerance test when you're suspected of having gestational diabetes during a pregnancy. But as a regular thing, you don't typically get a glucose tolerance test. I personally have never had one. So that's where functional medicine is where kind of excels in these areas, because it gets to the root of the problem, and it looks at patterns, not just numbers, not just what the result is at any given moment.